Hello, everyone. Do you know Amir Cohen from Givatayim? Anyone? Amir Cohen, Givatayim? Well, guess what? Me neither. I don't know if this person actually exists, but this is how I respond to people when they ask me if I know Amir Kayouf from Osofia, as soon as I tell them that I am a Druze. Not to mention that a moment before, I just mentioned coming from Ki'in village. Now, this is only the light case, because usually, when I tell people that I am a Druze, I find myself immediately delving into a deep, lengthy, sensual conversation about this. Now, as for me, I know that these responses by people only reflect their intention and willingness to communicate and connect with me. But I know that for many of my friends, these responses might actually be offending. These differences between me and other minorities, as well as other experiences, has ignited my interest to study religious minorities and focus my research on them. And I chose the University of Haifa as my academic home. The University of Haifa, for me as a researcher, is like a gold mine, being a cultural mosaic of the general, larger, multicultural Israeli society. The University of Haifa has a multicultural campus with 40% of its students being Arabs. It conducts much research in different faculties on the study of multiculturalism and invests much efforts and resources in crafting programs and initiatives that aim to build social bridges between people from diverse cultural groups. Now let's zoom in a little bit into education for multiculturalism. Let's say we have a diverse group of people and we want to bring them together. We want to build trust between them, make them more open to others' views, create a better social climate between them, and a long-lasting, meaningful effect. Usually, this is done by one of two practices. We either sit them together and initiate a dialogue on their identities and views, or we sit them together and ask them to work on a joint project. Now, I would like to ask you to take a second to yourself and think, which practice will be better in terms of building trust, creating a better social climate, and a long-lasting, meaningful effect? Who thinks the dialogue will be better in terms of achieving these goals? Please raise your hands. Okay. Who thinks the joint project will be more effective? Okay, great. Thank you very much. Well, guess what? The answer is that actually nobody knows. What we do know is that many times intercultural dialogue might actually create the opposite effect. It might increase distance and anxiety between people. Yet, research on the circumstances that create such an effect, similar to research that compares the effectiveness of the various practices for education for multiculturalism, is still scarce. And this is true specifically in Israel. Thus, it seems that we invest much effort in researching multiculturalism, and much effort as well is being invested in educating for multiculturalism. But to do things most effectively, we must connect them both, so that we educate for multiculturalism, conduct research on the way we educate that will feed back into how we educate to do it more effective. Thus, my goal is to establish the Center for Multiculturalism at the University of Haifa that will constitute a research umbrella that combines all research conducted on multiculturalism on campus in the various and different faculties that, of course, will tap into the way we educate for multiculturalism and the way we conduct application of multiculturalism. And I hope that this will help us learn about those around us, to communicate with them better when we meet them, and update our perceptions of them, so that the next time you come to think of a Druze woman, your default will not be this, but might include new options as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.